paired with our newest fleet yet.
I built a Wix website overnight, and it helped launch my career as a sketch artist. There's beauty in everything.
Shut up, dummy.
I'm Sean Mariner of Palestra.net. Our preseason countdown continues at number 23 with the...
Let's give 'em hell, Alabama. Yeah. Give 'em hell, Alabama. Yeah. Let's give 'em hell, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama posted round here. We make the rules. Roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. We Alabama posted round here. We make the rules. Roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. Sweet home Alabama, yeah, I represent it. If you looking for me, you can catch me up at Brian Denny with a couple of fine women in my cribs. I'm tired, ain't grinning, cause the Golden Boys show the cribs. I'm tired. On the other hand, bosses know we real and we ain't never playing. Step up on this field and get ran over by this elephant. We poppin' silver, pouring up that yellow hammer that'll knock you out the side. Give a feel like hey, roll tide, the Tuscaloosa running things. Round here, every touchdown gets what I want to play. And in the eyes of the quarterback, he's about to say, but then he swings his roll tide! Roll tide! Quarterbacks is spread harder, and they get more yards. Focusing on this goal, best it is, so best it couldn't be far. Round with Jama, yellow, and we give 'em hell, Alabama. We Alabama posted round here, we make the rules. Roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. We Alabama posted round here, we make the rules. Roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. I'm proud of my city, so I scream roll tide. Said elephants can be like yo, see Dumbo somewhere up in the sky. I'm raising hell, cause a player on fire. I run plays on and off the field, just call me Paul Brown. Stepping off in your city, got my Alabama fitted. My jersey on, like boy, you want it, come and get it. Cause boy, I've been with it. Do the crescent colors with the roll tide! In the stands, wilding out with them devils.
In golf?
See, I ain't bragging, but we 12 time champions. Working on 13, so y'all team better be practicing. Grandma champ. If I'm getting tired, well, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Come down the roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. We Alabama posted round here, we make the rules. Roll tide on the buster, so y'all better make a move. If you come to Tuscaloosa, homie, better keep it cool, cuz. Okay, you can get
What's up, everybody? Ballard here, checking in somewhat late, not too late, 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. Hope everyone's doing great. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Love and appreciate all of you guys out there. And let's get it going, shall we? Dominic, I see you back there, and we will get you on in 1 second. We're watching old college football games. I'm at least watching one here, but I'm trying to get back to doing the college football flashbacks where I review games. The next one up we're watching right now is the 2017-2018 Rose Bowl semifinal between Georgia and Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and get Dominic on. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
How you been?
been good, man. I've had myself quite a day today, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Well, Nationals took care of business against the Orioles,
That's good.
and other than that, just been hanging, just doing my thing.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
so
worked.
are you rewatching some old college football games, huh?
Yeah, at least one for tonight. I'm watching the 2017 Rose Bowl. I went ahead and made a post about it on my Facebook that I would do that as my next college football flashback video. So
Okay.
uh, oh, it has been a long day though for me. Thank
Oh,
God it's
really?
Sunday tomorrow. I don't have to work, but
Work was kicking your ass?
pretty much. It was slam, dude. I work the register and I like it. I love the customers, but I mean, when you got like almost 30 people in line and you got to call for backup to get two lines up, I mean, it gets pretty hectic.
Hmm. Damn. I mean, I can somewhat relate to that. I mean, I'm the one who normally does the grocery shopping for my family, but it really doesn't get that bad. Sometimes it does, but not all the time. So I can somewhat relate
Yeah.
to that.
I'm trying to get better about YouTube, man. I'm trying to do better thumbnails and stuff, come up with ideas. Because you don't want to take from nobody, but I mean, there's only so much you can do with your videos if you're college football, but like, that's just my opinion. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on like
Or if
thumbnails and
you're a
stuff.
motorsports nerd like I am.
Yeah, that's not really my go-to. I mean, it's cool, like BMX and stuff. It's
Yes.
cool. I'm just not. It's not my go-to, but I'd watch it. You know, I
Yeah.
was watching. I was at my girl's house a few weeks ago, and I guess her dad had on like monster truck stuff. You know, what's it? Monster Jam.
Correcto. Good sir.
Yeah, I got into it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, one of their trucks is my profile pic, and that would be Sparkle Smash, as you can see.
Hold on. What? I'm looking at this. What's it called?
I'll put it in the private chat for you, buddy. I got you.
Sparkle Smash? Is that what you just said? Who drives that? Is it a dude?
Uh, nope.
Okay, good. 'Cause you get beat up for that.
Oh,
I'm just saying. You can't be a guy driving a truck. They're not going to let you get away with this.
you're not wrong there, my guy.
I know.
But anyway,
Second and 7 as I'm rewatching this game. I don't know. I was in South Carolina for this New Year's semifinal because that was the same year we won the championship, second and 26, and we had played Clemson 24-6. I didn't watch this whole game though. I just knew it was offense, and I saw where it got to like the fourth quarter. And
Yeah.
don't forget, this is my guy Baker Mayfield right here, man. Like I love Baker. He's doing good for Tampa Bay, man, but I don't know. It's crazy his journey in the NFL, when you think about it. The Browns, the Panthers. He was on one other team, I thought, before the Bucks. Who was he with?
Let me take a look.
See if you can find it for me.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, the Rams. He was with the Rams for a little bit
Yeah,
before
yeah,
they
I
got
gotcha.
Matthew Stafford.
Baker.
I think that was it. This is the only Rose Bowl. It went to double
Browns,
overtime.
Rams, Panthers, and then Bucks.
He was at the Rams before the Panthers? Okay, that's right. I think I remember that. He's never left
Yes.
the Browns are the AFC, so never mind. I was gonna say he's never left
Yep.
the NFC.
And they're the Cleveland Browns.
Jeez, man.
Oh, yeah.
So at this point in the game that I'm watching, Oklahoma's already up 10. Don't forget, Georgia won in double overtime in this game. For those that
That's right.
haven't seen it in the past 9 years, but whatever. This is like the ultimate, like, outside of their two natties, this has to be Kirby Smart's biggest win,
I agree.
just to get to his first title appearance.
Yep. And the fact that you just said that, I bet Uncle Lou would approve.
Mm-hmm. Good to see Robert Sharpton in here with us.
Yeet.
I feel like, because I've seen this game re-air on SEC Network and stuff, my assessment of it before I make the video, going into it, and I'm rewatching because I need to kill time in the off season with old football games. Number one, right? I mean, it's only fair. Number two, it is always interesting to pick apart how teams won certain games, and this was a big win for Georgia's program. I mean, this game, the 2017 season put Kirby on the map. This got him to his national title appearance, So, like, I don't know, man. It's fun to go back and dissect a little bit of college football film and just how guys performed. You see players you forgot about that didn't quite go to the NFL or whatever,
That's true.
It's always fun to go back. Dude, I'm telling you right now, the 2000s. Now, look, I'm sure there's 80s, 90s before my time. I would still say, I'm not saying it's the best hands down era of football, but the 2000s and the 2010s gave us some good moments,
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was the season they played Auburn in the SEC title, and that's the first time they've met twice in 1 year, Georgia and Auburn. Because Auburn knocked us out of the SEC title. That was our only loss for Alabama, and they put us in, and we ended up winning the Natty in where was it? In Atlanta.
The fact that was your only loss of the season to Auburn, that's crazy.
Bama was a pretty solid team that year, man, and they were, but I hate that that was our only loss because I never want to lose to Auburn, dude. You kidding me?
AKA
Losing a
the
title's
Iron
really
Bowl.
bad. Well, yeah, losing a national title. I've seen Bama do that a couple times, right? So that hurts. That'll rip your heart out. Another thing that'll rip your heart out, though, it's not as bad, but it's pretty close. Is losing to your rival, especially your in-state rival, dude. Come on. Auburn, by the way, has not beat us since 2019. I don't know if you knew that.
Actually, I did.
Yeah. They haven't won since last decade, if you think about it.
Yeah. I never want to lose to an in-state rival, and I think you know exactly who I'm talking about.
hmm
Virginia Tech. Eh.
Yeah, good luck this year, buddy. Y'all will be good, but Virginia Tech with James Franklin might surprise some people, I think. You know?
Yes, I already know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't sleep on the Hokies too much.
I'll
I
try
mean,
not to
look, I'm
sleep
not
on
gonna pick them. I
it.
might pick them 6-6. I don't know, but I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna go win 10 games. Now he's that kind of coach; he could get them to that point, but they're so down and pathetic. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yep. Speaking of the upcoming season, how do you think Bama will do now that Ty Simpson's in the NFL? Who's going to be your quarterback now?
I think it's gonna end up being Keelan Russell, but it's still up in the air for Austin Mack to win the job. But it's gonna be young and inexperienced. It's gonna be tough to work with, but at the same time, I feel like whoever it is will adapt to the system. You got to think Ryan Williams comes back for his junior year, and um,
Yeah.
you have a lot of guys returning on defense in secondary and stuff. So there's a lot of good leadership there, some leadership up front. We did lose guys like Caden Proctor or whoever to the NFL on O line, but I feel like overall the team it's going to be a slow start to the season, but they'll adjust and adapt. And dude, I want to say it's going to look like Saban's last season in 2023. I'm not saying they get to a playoff game and lose it in overtime to Michigan, but you know what I'm saying? It's going to be like
Yeah.
there were some growing pains and a lot to learn, a lot to adjust to. But by the time the halfway point in November rolls around, I feel like you'll start to see it come together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think about Virginia?
Uh, you know, listen, I know we don't have Chandler Morris on our squad anymore, but
Yeah.
listen, we still have Tony Elliott. He's still one of the best head coaches in the ACC. Don't get me wrong, but I know whoever our QB is going to be now that Chandler Morris is gone, it's going to be young, yes, but we're still getting some guys back on our defensive line, which was lights out all year last year. And, you know, this new quarterback, whoever it'll be, going to be young, but I'm sure they'll adapt eventually. And like you said, when the halfway point of the season rolls around in November, it'll all
Uh-huh.
come together eventually. But I feel like if that could be the case, I feel like we could make another bowl game. I don't
Yeah.
think we will make the playoffs. I think it'll be close, but at best, I think we could make a bowl game with like maybe 8 or 9 wins at best.
Fair enough. You got to be happy with that, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Virginia's had a lot of bad years, man. I think if you take a small step back this year, don't panic. You know, I think Tony Elliott's in a good place.
Yeah. And
Daniel
like you
Barry's
said,
stopping by. What's up?
and like you said, even if we take a small step back, I really wouldn't be too upset about it. But like I said, I bet at best I think we're getting like maybe 8 or 9 wins make a bowl game. But even if we take a small step back, I really wouldn't be too upset about it. But we'll
Yeah.
see what happens with the Cavaliers this season.
I think, speaking of Rose Bowls, as I'm rewatching the one from 2017, I could be wrong, Dominic. I think the Sugar and Rose Bowl are the semifinals before the Natty this year
I believe you are correct.
because it was a quarter when Alabama played Indiana on New Year's this year. It was a quarterfinal, and then they went to the was it the Orange Bowl and then the Natty? Or
I
I'm
believe it
trying
was
to
the
think.
Orange Bowl. Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
because they rematched with what, Oregon, or they
I
were
bel
going to. Or
yeah.
I don't. I'm trying to remember it all, man. It's.
No worries, no worries.
Let me see something here.
Yeah.
ESPN. Let's go to
Mhm.
college football. It'll go ahead and tell us what it's going to look like. I think bowls. No, it's not showing bowls yet. They don't have the bowl schedule for this year at the moment.
All right.
But I should be able to find it on like the CFP website or something. So, see, CFP semifinals 2026.
Actually, speaking of team previews,
It will be the Orange and the Sugar Bowl. That
Okay.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Only
like
because the Sugar and the Rose Bowl usually coordinate on being semifinals together. Okay. It's saying it's going to be at the Orange Bowl on January 14th, 2027. That's a Thursday night. And then the next day on the 15th, it will be the Sugar Bowl. Now, the quarterfinals will be Fiesta Bowl on December 30th, Cotton, Peach, and Rose Bowl on January 1st. And then it's
okay,
going to be in Las Vegas on January 25th for the Natty.
okay.
That's not bad. I just think it's weird. I mean, the Rose Bowl, I'm just saying, usually goes with the Sugar Bowl for the semifinals. At least what we've usually had.
Yep. By the way, speaking of teams, how do you think Ole Miss is going to look like this year?
I think they'll look okay. I think it's. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff that went on this off season so far with Trinidad Chambliss, the quarterback, but I feel like it's kind of just smoke right now. I think that it's in the past. He's moved on. He tried to get that eligibility. He got it. He's back. All that stuff. Pete Golding's your head coach. I feel like the defense is going to look pretty solid. It's not going to be. Here's the thing: Lane Kiffin made the playoffs. Pete Golding coached in the playoffs, but that was Lane Kiffin's team. So there's going to be some questions about Ole Miss this year. Will they compete for it? Probably so. Um, I don't even know their schedule, dude, outside of Mississippi State, but I would guess that they're borderline 10-win team, maybe.
Yep.
Let's look at their schedule. Have
Yeah.
I not previewed them yet? I think maybe I did. Hold up. If I didn't, we could preview them.
Yeah.
Playlist. Previews. I have not previewed Ole Miss. Interesting.
Womp.
Last two I did were Tennessee and Ohio State. I got thumbnails for Michigan, Utah, Mississippi State. Let me make one real quick for Ole Miss and we'll get it going. How's
Alrighty.
that?
Sounds good. By the way, the Spurs are headed to the Western Conference Final.
Is that official as of tonight, I think?
Correct.
Night. So who were they playing again?
OKC.
They beat the Thunder. Shout out to Mayhem Matthew. He's got to be upset right now. Honestly.
No, wait, the Spurs beat the Timberwolves. They faced the Thunder in the conference finals. I'm an idiot.
Oh. No, you're good, man. You're good.
Oh my god.
Oh man. There we go. I got a thumbnail for Ole Miss to do a team preview. If you want to preview them with me real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Let me find something here.
Go ahead.
My keyboard needs to be fixed, so now I got to use an on-screen keyboard. I hate this.
Major oof.
Yep.
That's a major oof.
Yep. I'll just put a prediction, but again, we got to look at their schedule first, but I'm only doing it so we have a banner. But again, we're here at Ballard Sports Media. We're watching the Rose Bowl. We got Dominic on, and we're going to talk about really just college football in general tonight. Dominic, before we look at the schedule for Ole Miss, this is a team that made the playoffs, lost their head coach Lane Kiffin to LSU. Pete Golding looked like he did pretty good. Do you expect big things from him this year?
Honestly, I definitely think so, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to take a little while because, like you said, Lane Kiffin, he left Ole Miss for LSU, and then Pete Golding came along, and then we saw what happened there. But I think it's going to take a little while, but eventually I think Ole Miss will pick it up in the long run. And do I think they're going to make the playoffs? I think so, but I think it's going to be down to the wire at the end of the season. But you never know. Never, ever sleep on Ole Miss, especially when they get good in the back half of the season.
I think it'd be funny if they made the playoffs without Lane, and Lane's sitting there with maybe 3 or 4 losses and just comes up shy. I think that'd be a little funny, but at the same time, it's like, I don't hate Lane Kiffin. I mean, there's been drama this week or whatever we won't get into, but I don't know. You kind of hope for the best for both of these teams. But let's get into their schedule. I'll pull it up and put it on the screen. and we'll make some picks, man. I already I've kind of looked at their schedule a little bit. I'm not really picking so much the losses this year as I am just outright giving them a record. Um, but here we go. Let me make sure we'll full screen this here. Open with Louisville in Nashville for a kickoff game Labor Day weekend. Um, After that, they play Charlotte. They play LSU. Lane Kiffin comes to Oxford. Night game
Oh,
on September 19th. At Florida, a bye week. At Vandy, Missouri. At Texas, Auburn, Georgia. At Oklahoma, they play Wofford. And then the Egg Bowl on Black Friday against Mississippi State. That will be in Oxford, a noon kickoff. Um,
mm.
Dominic, any losses that stand out to you? Any games that stand out? What do you see?
The one that sticks out to me right now is definitely the opening game against a fellow ACC team in Louisville. I mean, listen, Louisville last season, they were a pretty daggone consistent team. They found a way to be consistent and just find ways to win games. And going up against a team like Ole Miss, I know Louisville ain't going to cut them no slack, and they'll fight. And I've seen them come up clutch late in games. So I feel like a loss in the first game of the season is possible. So, first game of the year, L to Louisville.
So Louisville will lose, you think, or Ole Miss?
Ole Miss will lose.
Oh, I could see it. It's a neutral site in Nashville, Nissan Stadium, home of the Titans. Louisville, Louisville could be good this year with Jeff Brom. Uh, I'm not. Again, I'm not really picking the losses. If you want to pick some losses, that's fine. But I could see that going either way, just because you got some new pieces for Ole Miss. You got a couple key returning players um for Louisville. So and there's just so much in front of Louisville, and there's a lot in front of Ole Miss too. I'm not gonna lie, but again, that's a game to circle for a Sunday night on Labor Day weekend. Charlotte next week. That should be no problem there. We don't really need to get into it. Let's come back to the LSU game. At Florida. Now, I'm sure like me, I mean, are we expecting Florida to be good this year? Maybe improved, but they're not going to do too much. They probably won't get past. I'd put a ceiling of 8 games, but I'm not confident in that. Um, a bye week, Vanderbilt, Missouri. Vandy's on the road, by the way. Uh, at Texas, Auburn, Georgia, at Oklahoma, Wofford, and then the Egg Bowl. So any of these other games stand out after the LSU game, which we'll try to talk about um, a little bit in a little bit, I guess.
Honestly, another one that sticks out to me the most is the game against Missouri.
Okay. Missouri could be good this year. There's a couple good SEC teams this year. I'm not buying Vandy. I'm not buying Florida. Auburn, I need to see it. But Missouri and Drinkwitz, I love Eli Drinkwitz, man. I think he's got everything in front of him. Um, so we'll see. But
Yeah, but
overall, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, but like you said, Missouri's QB. I mean, Eli last year, Missouri, they were lights out
Yeah.
until they faced us, UVA, in the Gator Bowl.
For
And we
sure.
all know what happened there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So when you look at this schedule too, um, let's make it quick. Let's close it out here. Before I give the BSM record prediction, where would you peg them as far as how many wins do you see? Keep in mind it's 12 games.
right.
So and
Um.
they get one bye week. They get a long stretch of
Oh yeah.
games. They got like 8 games, 7 or 8 games in a row,
Mm,
but a lot of them
I
at home. So
yeah. Mm, I could see a loss to. I could see a few losses, 3 to be exact. Those being
okay,
Louisville, Missouri, and Georgia are the 3 losses that I think Ole Miss will take.
I'm close to you. I don't know if I agree with all of your losses, but I'm going to give you the BSN prediction of 8-4. I got one more game. Looking at this though, I'm going to say they lose to LSU. Well, let's see. Louisville could be dangerous. Okay, I'm with you on Louisville. I'm going to say LSU. I'm going to say at Texas. And then I'm going to say home against Georgia. Yes, I think they could go on the road and beat Oklahoma. Um, I'm calling that an SEC road upset there. Auburn at home should be no problem. Missouri, no problem. Egg Bowl, big rivalry game, but it's at home. I'm not going to say no problem, but I like them more than I like State right now. So, but BSM, Christian Ballard here saying 8-4 for the Ole Miss Rebels.
And me at 9-3 for Ole Miss.
Okay, I like that. I feel like 9 wins would be their ceiling. I'm just feeling 8 right now at the moment. Now, if they really mess up, they're at like 6-6 or 7-5, right? I mean, there's no way
Right.
they miss a bowl. I mean, I doubt that. So
Mm,
that's Ole Miss.
yep.
All right, who else we got? Who else could we look at here? We could get a couple more.
Mm. I think you're already. Did you do Virginia already or no?
Mm, I don't think I did. I really don't think I did. Hold on. Let me see something. I have not done Virginia.
Oh.
I still got to make one for Virginia though. So
Mm.
let me see. Let me just get a logo for Virginia.
Go ahead.
And then where's that at? Hold on. We'll find it. If anyone else wants to join the show tonight too, by the way, I have done Georgia, Robert. I think I put them at 11-1. I'm pretty high on your dogs this year.
Hmm.
So If I didn't have them 11-1, I probably had them 10-2. But they're not getting worse than that. I mean, they're playoff team bound this year for sure. You
Mm-hmm.
know. All right, I got a thumbnail for Virginia too. So if you want to do that one, what are y'all? Orange and blue?
Yep.
Let's do a dark navy blue for y'all's theme here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
How's that look?
Perfect.
I'm high on y'all this year, man. I think y'all be good.
Just a disclaimer. My prediction might be a little biased. Just a heads up before we get.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Hold on. Where's all right. Let's pull up so now with Dominic being on here, we'll look at Virginia, a team I have not previewed yet. I do have a thumbnail made for them, but I just got to look at them. Talk to me about what you saw last year, Dominic. They look pretty good. For a while, I thought they were going to make a push for the playoffs, but it got harder as the season went along. They just had a couple extra losses in there, but talk to me about what you saw as a fan.
Oh, man, I gotta be honest. Last year, we proved everybody wrong. Everyone who was doubting us in the ACC, we proved them all wrong, and we showed that we could be a competitive team. I know we didn't make the college football playoffs, thanks Duke, but we made a bowl game. So, and we won, so I'm happy for that. But going into this upcoming season, I have a lot of high hopes for UVA, and I feel like we could finally put our demons to rest and make the college football playoff.
I think y'all have a good chance. I also think there's a chance that if things do fall apart just a little bit, there's a chance that you end up a little bit worse than last year. What were y'all last year in total? You won 11 games, right? Counting the bowl. But I think you had because you made the ACC title, lost to Duke. But y'all were like 9-3 or 10-2 or something. So like y'all hit double digits for like the first time in history. And like nobody saw it coming. Now you open with NC State. Let's take a look at the schedule. So NC State, I think that's a win. I don't think Dave Doran or whoever I don't think it's going to work out there at NC State this year. Norfolk, you play a neutral site in Charlotte against West Virginia. Rest in peace, Golden Blue Dude, and shout out to Joey Foster and all them. I forever because of Golden Blue Dude and what he meant to this community. I'll pull for West Virginia, but at the same time, hoping for a good year for you guys. Delaware at Florida State, Syracuse at SMU, Duke, Wake Forest, off week, Cal, North Carolina, at Virginia Tech for the Commonwealth Cup. That Virginia Tech game with James Franklin now in the picture, that's going to be a fun one in Blacksburg late in the season. At SMU could be tricky. Duke could be tricky. Obviously, a rematch of last year's ACC title game. Syracuse, Florida State. These are teams that might do a little bit better. I made a video today actually talking about Mike Norvell about how I just don't think it's going to work out for him. I mean, could he make it through the season? Sure, but I, dude, Virginia's better than Florida State. Come on, man.
And we
You
will
gotta
forever
be.
be better than the
If
Knowles.
I think, um, why do I never pick anyone to go undefeated, so that's not an option. I just don't do that. Cal could be tricky. North Carolina late. I don't think. But I feel like you're better than everybody on here. The only team that concerns me is the opener with NC State, West Virginia, maybe Florida State, even though I'm trolling on them a bit. SMU, I mean, I'm gonna I'm gonna say y'all push for the playoffs. I'm gonna put you at 10-2, Dominic. One of the losses, though, one of the losses, is Virginia Tech. I don't know about the other loss, but y'all could get by with 10 wins. What do you think?
Listen, I mean, like I said earlier, if we take a small step back, I wouldn't be too upset about it. But at the same time, there's a chance we could push for the playoffs, like you said. But if I'm being completely honest, I think we'll take just a slight step back this year, and I think
Yeah.
we'll go 8-4. I think we'll take a small
8
step
and 4.
back, but yeah, 8-4. But I wouldn't be too upset if we did. So, final prediction for UVA: 8-4.
Okay. I'm a little bit higher on them, man. I'm pretty confident in y'all. I'm gonna stick to 10 wins, but I hope they prove you wrong and me right. And let's just hope for a good year for the Cavs.
Yep, that's all. That's all I can honestly hope for.
Yeah.
And please beat Duke this time.
Yeah, right?
I cannot get over the trash talk from Duke fans I had to deal with after that ACC championship game.
I bet it was brutal, dude.
It was absolutely brutal, and I'll
Yeah,
never get over it.
it's crazy.
Mm. But anyway, I'm probably going to hop off for the night. I really don't have much else to say.
No, I appreciate it, Dominic. I won't be on here too late, but love and appreciate you, bro. And you're always welcome on here. So just keep in touch and everything.
You got it, man. Thanks.
See ya. 10-2 for Virginia. Could it happen? Good luck, Dominic. All right, we're still rewatching the Rose Bowl for 2017. Nick Chubb just scored in the game on a big touchdown run to make it a one-score game. Is that right? 31-24 in the third. Remember, this game went to double OT. What's up, Nate? How you doing, buddy? What the hell is that? Let me see. What's this link, Nate? But the big Nebraska history, Ohio State versus Nebraska 2011. Oh, October 8th, 2011. Interesting. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. I'll see how some college baseball's been going. Georgia and Auburn played today. Watch some highlights here. I won't show it, but yeah. Nate, you want to join the show, buddy? I got the link at the top, I think. Oh, you're at a party, Nate? Who the hell invited you to a party? No, I'm just kidding, bud. Love you, man. That you are the party, Nate. You need to tell them that. All right, let's see what this link is that Nate put up. It's 10 minutes. I'm not playing all of this. I'm not playing all of this, Nate, but I'll put it on.
I was impressed with him.
He seems to understand it comes with the territory when you're in a program like this with so much attention. Carlos Hyde off to the races. And they will not catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State, 63 yards. Just a four-man rush. They give him time. He throws short. Kenny Bell out of bounds at the 42 with a first down. They'll mark it at the 41-yard line.
Aren't necessarily the best tacklers. Make the tackle, but they've done it here tonight.
Martinez down the field. One of the few times tonight, and it's caught.
What a hit.
We'll try now from Maher, who connected earlier from 50. It's good. Nebraska gets 3.
Oh, too much.
Is solid, and the kick is good. As the half ends. Oh.
So it was 20-6 at the half. Go on.
Ohio State had 178 yards of total offense for the game last week. They rushed for exactly 178 in the.
Damn it. This was BS.
No confidence.
They bring pressure here, and it's another wobbler with a flag down. It's caught. Corey Brown inside the 10. The team he's known as
Holding.
Philly.
Defense number 11. That penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
And 38 pounds. He gets the call, puts his head down, drives the legs.
Touchdown.
No signal yet. Looked like he crossed the goal line, and he did. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Compton off the field now. 3rd down and 5. Miller after the fake. Great move behind the line of scrimmage, and he has the first down. The ball's out.
They took the ball. He stripped it. Look at this.
Miller after the fake. Great move behind the line of scrimmage, and he has the first down. The ball's out. And it looks like Ohio State. No, they say David got the football.
And that's a legitimate play. He's not down. He just pulls it out.
That's like
through the 3rd quarter.
That's a legitimate play. Hold up. If that's a legitimate play, why didn't George Teague's count in 1992 in that national title game? Not that it would have changed the outcome or nothing. Bama still whooped Miami. But am I missing? When did that become legal? If that's legal, show some respect for what George Teague did to Lamar Thomas that night. I'll leave it at that.
Martinez, after a great fake, goes untouched into the end zone. All kinds of time again, and on target to Kenny Bell. Across midfield, and he skips out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Ohio State.
Pass there, he struggled.
Interesting formation there. 3 backs around Martinez. The handoff went to Aaron Green. Again, the 3 backs in the triangle around Martinez. Another good fake and a deep throw. Touchdown, Quincy Enunwa.
Time for that Ohio State defense to be what they're supposed to be.
Martinez, design roll. Whoa! Maybe that's why he slides.
He was about to slide.
Slide. Gain of 9. Burkhead, the quick hitter. First down, drives to the 45-yard line. Pouring rain now, harder than it has all night long. Burkhead again. Gets a block. Dumps it off. Burkhead, a nice move. Burkhead up the sideline. Touchdown. Touchdown to the junior from Plano, Texas, Rex Burkhead. Boserman at quarterback. Carlos Hyde with running room and a first down for Ohio State. Boserman throwing deep, looking for Brown. It's intercepted. Stanley Jean-Baptiste. He's only been on defense for 3 weeks. The converted wide receiver with his first career interception. Martinez across the 40. They grabbed his face mask as well.
That's number 4. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Done.
Toss back to Burkhead. Legate, the fullback, throws another block. Burkhead down the sideline. Out of bounds inside the 20.
Is John Simon, 54.
Steady dose of Burkhead. Finds a seam inside the 10. Touchdown! Leading returning wide receiver. 3rd and 11. Boserman. Deep ball out of bounds.
It can make a difference in a series, which can make a difference in a game.
Losing Braxton Miller also hurt. Martinez got very close to the marker and then a flag thrown.
Personal foul. Defense number 26. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
78 yards rushing in the 4th quarter for Burkhead and a 30-yard TD reception. And here he comes again. Another first down. That'll seal it for Nebraska. 0-2 in conference play for the first time since 2004. When they started 0-3, that was the last year that the Buckeyes did not win at least a share of the Big Ten title. But they found a rhythm on offense after the big play on defense by David turned the game around.
Does this just about every day. And that's time.
Huge